back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for the third weekend of the WOW weekend in 2019, and it's the first weekend of March, and this is already my fourth visit of the season. And we're going to start the day on Icon today, as it looks like the big one is going to be closed due to high winds. I am joined today by Mike, Mark and Jimmy. So yeah, we're going to get lots of footage again of the park, get lots of views on some of the rides we've not managed to do yet this season, and hopefully we're going to get lots of rides on this piece of magnificence today, but we'll see how we get on. Happy to be back? Yeah, thought you might be. So yeah, I'm going to keep filming because we've spoken about some changes in the Icon station for this season, but we're not actually showing them in the video yet. So once we get in the station, I will show those. It looks like we're coming to a little bit of a stop, so we'll get some thoughts off Mike. First time I've been on Icon with you this season.
Will be.
Yeah, let's hope we do get on it.
Yeah.
And we've got an ex-big one ride up with us today.
Morning.
Morning. So yeah, the scanner for Icon used to be here. It's now a lot further down into the station. Not sure if it's on 2 or 3 trains. It's definitely on 2 at least.
There it is in all its magnificence.
Yes, it is. I'm really looking forward to this. I know it's not the best in the morning, but it's still iconic.
Yeah, my one and only ride on opening weekend was first thing.
First thing, yeah. I think we'll get more rides on it today than we did in the whole of opening weekend. I'm pretty confident.
I think I get more rides on this than I got on anything on opening weekend. The
yeah, there is
included. That includes the RTs.
So yeah, the wristband scanner now is just over there where the 2 members of staff are. And there's also a front row queue for Icon, which I think we're going to head to because none of us have done front row in it yet this season. So, do you want to talk about the front row queue? You've briefly spoken about it on camera, but you can finally say that we're in it.
We are in the front row queue. There is a front row queue.
There wasn't last year.
No, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
Because it was popular, people wanting to queue for the front last season, and it just goes bedlam.
Yes, it did, because people were waiting for the front and we were
nobody was going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So this, on the right side, is the front row queue, and then this bit is for all the other rows.
See you on YouTube. Nice to meet you. It's the first time I've been on here.
I've been on it
2 years.
Just taken a first of the year front row ride on Icon. Got my words a bit mixed up there. Yeah. That's probably my favourite ride on Icon yet this season. What did you think?
No, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. A bit refreshing with the rain.
Oh yeah.
A bit sore on the old cheeks, but it's not quite as cold as Taron at -7.
Not for me.
No. So it was good, really good. He's got some sort of silly outfit on and a beard, so he's all right. But no, really enjoyed that.
We've been on the big one.
Good.
Fast.
Very fast.
Fast, considering it's windy.
Yes.
It's quick.
We've got to say, we looked at the wind forecast, didn't we? And we were saying, not going to happen. But yeah, fast train seems to be on.
It's open, it's fast.
And the staff are getting the train sent really quickly as well. So big thumbs up to the big one team. If we can get your thumb up on camera, that is. Whee! Where are your thumbs? Oh, there we go. How's your day so far?
Going alright.
How do you think big one was running?
Superb. Absolutely flying around that today. You see who's intent on it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Really, really good. Enjoyed it.
Not long now till you get to experience its older brother in Magnum XL.
Can't wait. So looking forward to getting on that and see how it compares to this.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Time for the rev?
Definitely.
Let's do it. So, the other three have just been on the Revolution. I decided to have a bit of a toilet break, so they're racing off now to do Nickelodeon Street, so we'll get some thoughts off them how their ride on the Rev was in a minute. Thankfully today this is nice and quiet, so I think this is my first go on it this season. It's not really much of a queue at all. It looks like it's very empty in there other than the people actually getting off the ride. Yeah, it's nice to get on this, and I've said quite a lot on videos about the WoW weekends that doing Nickelodeon Street early on a Sunday is always a good idea, or early on in the day, because it does only have the one train, so it does seem to build up quite a queue. But yeah, it's nice and quiet today, so we might get a few rides on it for a change.
This, people, is why you come on a Sunday.
Yeah, nice and quiet on a Sunday. So we've just taken 2 rides on the Nickelodeon Street. How was it for you?
As there was no queue,
Yeah.
this is why you come on a Sunday.
Yes, no queue.
There's no queue for street. Moist rail. Very good fun.
Yeah, very good fun.
Loads of airtime, flying round the corner.
Best Woody here or a bit pushing it maybe? I'm going to come around here a bit because it's a bit bright behind you because of the weird lighting today.
Big Dipper.
Big Dipper.
But then this would be now a number 2 for me.
Number 2 here. Or number 2 Woody here, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. You're going to have a game now. Going to win some plush toys? No. Alright, we'll move on. How did you find that?
Superb, that.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Flying around, loads of airtime on it. Nice comfy seat. What more could you want, really?
No queue.
No queue.
2 goes,
rides.
and here it goes again. They're sending it really quick.
Yeah.
Can't fault them. What did you think, Jimmy?
No queue, so much.
Good stuff. So where are we headed now? The log flume for Mike? No, you're not doing it. It's right. Come on, it's right here. You're the log flume master.
Yes, and it's chucking it down.
That's never stopped you before.
But I've usually got to change of clothes
You
when I go on
have
it.
in the car.
I've not got a bottom half.
Oh, you'll be all right.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Not happening.
What's the verdict? Do we think Mike's going soft?
Yeah, he's a changed man now.
He's a changed man, isn't he?
Changed man. He's always on bring back log food and now won't go on them.
Oh, I want him back. I just want him back for the summer.
What's the point in having him back if you won't go on him?
Because I want him back for the summer.
But it's March.
Summer was last week.
Oh, look at this poor log flume boat here. No one on it. It's just
Probably a good thing
it's
based
just-
on when we normally go on it.
it's just crying out for Mike to go on it, isn't it? It's shouting, please, Mike, sit on me on the front. It's official. He's gone soft. Let's go and do a nice, gentle, dry ride for Mike. We're sorry, log flume. So because Mike's not going to come on the log flume, we're going on Wallace and Gromit where it's
Dry.
dry and there's cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese Gromit.
Cheese grommet.
The good news is there is no queue.
Rather
we'll be-
like everything else in the park, really.
Yeah, I mean, as an example, it's nice and quiet today. So we totally recommend coming to a WoW weekend
Honest.
on a Sunday because it's always like this.
Chucking it down.
Yeah.
No one comes.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to go on a nice warm dart ride for Mike just so he doesn't have to do his water ride duties. Unfortunately, Wallace and Gromit has decided to have a little bit of a dinner break, so we won't be getting on that for the time being, but we are at least stood under shelter. Mike's gone off to do the log flume, we think. He's gone sneaking off somewhere. We're not quite sure where, though.
He's definitely not doing the log flume, is it?
No,
not having it.
We're not going to get him on it today, are we?
No. April time, I think.
Yeah.
Get him on it then.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope he's going to be a bit more, you know, willing to do log flumes in America. Or water rides. Yeah, a bit wham.
Boy, I'm looking forward to him.
Yeah.
Real good water ride.
Might have to take him to Port Avon, just get him on the log flume then, reignite his love for log flumes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really good logs. Even like the log flume when we go to Leesburg.
Yes.
Get him on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's superb, that one. It takes a while to get going, but it's good.
I'm just thinking, imagine the splash. Yeah. It's only water, as Ian says. It's only water.
It's only water. Get that and then get on the rapids as well. So decent rapids there as well.
Can't wait for Leesburg.
It'll be good that way.
And hopefully it'll be better than the weather in Blackpool today, but I'm sure it will be. But like we were just saying before we tried to go on Wallace and Gromit, it is so dead here today. Hello, good day. Yeah, it's really quiet here today. It's mainly just enthusiasts like us enjoying no queues.
Yes. Hello.
We've said a couple of times in today's video that it's really quiet today, and it is such a contrast compared to last week with just how quiet it actually is. But there's many reasons for that, really. The main one being is the weather. The weather has a massive impact on the numbers here, and also it's not half term. It's not half term. A lot more people aren't able to travel to Blackpool as freely as they would have been last week, with people being back in work and school and college and whatnot tomorrow. So it's like Valhalla last week, the queue was spilling out here. Obviously with the weather today, it's just really quiet. I don't blame anyone for not going on Valhalla today, except for Mike. Mike should definitely go on it and give us all some entertainment. But Ice Blast, how often do you see Ice Blast completely walk on? But it is today, and we might actually go on it for a change. So yeah, if you are planning a visit to Pleasure Beach before the end of the WOW weekend, you don't know when to come, definitely come on a Sunday. It won't always be this quiet, but the Sundays do tend to be a lot quieter than the Saturdays on the WOW weekends at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Hello everyone. This is Admiral. All my friends.
So after Graham and Mike have had a ride on the Alice in Wonderland, we've decided to come and ride the white knuckle ride that is the Grand National. And yeah, there's not much of a queue, I think it's fair to say. We are the queue. There's Mike back there. Yeah, it's nice and quiet, and yeah, it makes a change for us to actually come on this, so hopefully it'll be running all right. And here's the Grand National disclaimer. So we've just taken a rare ride on the Grand National. Go on then, how was it?
It wasn't too bad, but then I was on a non-wheel seat.
Face is looking very red.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Something about this ride, no matter over all the other ones, that when it's chucking it down, it is so cold. I don't know what it is.
So how was it compared to that ride we had on it in August when we were both like, never again, never again?
Well, at least I'm walking.
At least you're walking.
Start.
I'm going to get Mark's opinion, because Mark sat next to me.
That was dreadful.
Dreadful.
That was awful. It's going down that first drop. It was like it was on a square wheel. It was absolutely terrible.
How would you compare it to Nickelodeon Street, which we've not long done?
Super. The Nickelodeon Street was like glass smooth. It was like lightning. And compared to that, I'm sorry, but that was a shocking ride on it.
Yeah. Well, at least we've done it now, eh? We've done it, no queue.
It's our one ride for the next 6 months.
I think that's probably my annual ride on the Grand National this year, because I'm probably not going to go on it again after that this year. The Big Dipper in Nickelodeon Street is so much better.
Definitely better.
So much better than it. But again, one thing I will say, fair play to the staff, they're dispatching it really quick. I thought that anyway. compared to what we've seen in the past anyway, where you tend to sit in the station for a good 5 minutes before it goes. But
it's, like you say, this does illustrate the point though about wheel versus non-wheel. It's big time.
Definitely better to sit in a middle seat.
If you can get on a middle seat, then you can get a tolerable ride on it.
Yeah, it was alright for me.
We had that last time, didn't we? Like, me and Jimmy sat on like a non-wheel seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, oh yeah, it's alright. We're like,
no.
Yeah, that was back in August, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so uncomfortable on the wheel.
it's just a different ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird how sitting that far apart.
Strange, really. Here it comes again. It's time to take a ride on Infusion, which, like pretty much everything else, hasn't really got much of a queue. So Mark's not too convinced about doing this, but we're doing this for Mike, and we're doing it only for Mike. So let's get Mike's thoughts. Looking forward to it. Is this your first go on Infusion this year?
Will be.
Will be.
My first go on Infusion for a while actually.
Yeah. Well, you're the only reason we're doing this. Let's look at Jimmy. He's like, oh, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
An annual ride on it.
Another annual ride.
That's
so
it.
this and Grand National are being chalked off.
Don't need to do them again.
No, we're going to do the Big Dipper after this, which I'm sure will be more comfortable than the National.
I'm just going to point out, wait till you go on El Condor.
Oh yes, at Wallaby.
This is rough.
Yeah, you'll like this. You'll like this after that.
It'll be like a B&M.
Yeah, this will be like a B&M after you've done Condor at Wallaby, I can promise you.
Do you know what you were saying about National being like that?
Yeah.
Condor.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
So how's the day going so far for you? You enjoying it?
Slightly damp.
Mildly moist. Lots of moist rails on the coasters. It's been alright, hasn't it? We've got on everything we've wanted to do so far.
Yeah.
Just need another go on the big one, I think.
Yeah.
But
I'd like it to stop raining, but I don't think it's going to happen.
you've got more chance of Infusion being on free trains, and it doesn't have free trains.
It's alright, they probably bought another one off Flamingo Land who are now running on no trains.
Well, yeah, that's because their season hasn't started yet.
You know, they're convinced they don't need 2 trains.
No, I don't think I've ever seen Flamingo Land run anything on more than one train.
Even Mumbo Jumbo.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many that runs on.
One.
If I can avoid that thing ever again, I'll be happy.
Yeah, no, that. I think that's well and truly on my list of coasters that I never want to ride again.
Yeah, we're being filming behind us. So, yeah, we'll see you after Infusion. We'll let you know how we get on.
That's a glorious sound.
So we've come back to Icon, which is not what was the plan, but we were going to go to Burger King, but... Hello! Yeah, we were going to go to Burger King, but on the way from Infusion to Burger King, when the Icon queue's like this, you just can't say no. So we're going to try and get Mark's opinion on Infusion if I can catch him up, because he wasn't really looking forward to it. But how was Infusion?
It was alright, it was really, it was at the front row, but even Jimmy was like, I think we might have a re-ride of it. It was that's how good it was.
It was really smooth. I actually think it's the smoothest ride we've been on all day. Other than Icon, obviously.
Other than Icon.
But in terms of rides that have been here longer than Icon,
It was running really, really well. I was surprised. I really was surprised. I was like, no, I've been there for good.
I really enjoyed it.
Definitely good.
Looks like a lot of people are now coming on Icon, but yeah, who can argue when the queue's this small?
Basically at the door.
That cheeseburger can wait, definitely.
Yeah, we might as well jump on while a few people are coming down, so
Yeah.
get involved.
So since the ride on Icon a little bit earlier on. Very pleased to report that the big one queue is now also
Non-existent.
very short. So we of course
There is
been
a
on
very
it
good reason why it's non-existent.
because it's cold up there.
It's cold and it's wet.
It's cold and it's wet and it's
Cold as ice.
yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Did you enjoy it though?
Yes.
Yeah, it's always
Well,
good to
to
get
a
on the
point.
big one.
It's not
yeah.
the most pleasant at 80 mile an hour in this wind, but
No,
weather,
that's
but
true, but it's about 20,
it's still the
25
big
hour.
one. It's still
foul
the big
wind.
one, so it's
Yeah.
still fun.
It's good. I mean, it's really windy up there.
So possibly something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, compared to opening weekend, how's your day going today? Because I know
It
that
is 1,000 million times better.
yes,
The fact that I believe I'm probably including ERTs on opening weekend over 2 days, I did 13 rides.
13.
Yeah, over
Yeah.
2 days, that included 2 ERT sessions.
Yeah,
I'm not far off
doing that now.
Now, it may even be on it. If
Well,
I
it's 2 on big one.
2 on big one, 2 on Icon, 1 on Rev, 1 Grand National, 2 on Street.
Yeah, I've lost count.
So that's 8 straight away.
Yeah.
I could think of off the top of the head.
We've been on River Caves, been on Ice Blast, you've been on Alice, Infusion. So yeah, we've
near
pretty
enough.
much, well,
I've near enough hit.
I've actually done more today than I've done all season previously.
pretty
So
much.
and also actually I'm going to ask you to film this. So I'm going to swap camera position with you for a minute. I just want to say big thanks to Stephen in the Icon shop. He went out of his way to find something for me because I said on the opening weekend vlog that the Icon hoodies from last season were being discontinued. Well, they've now pretty much all gone. And he went out of his way to find me in XL one of those hoodies. He went through 5 boxes to find one because he'd seen it a couple of days ago. So he actually spent a lot of time looking for it and he found it for me. So I bought it, made the purchase. So now I'm really happy about that because I've got really what I came for today. I've got the Icon hoodie that I wanted to get before they completely gone pretty much. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So I really want to say thanks to Stephen in the Icon shop for really looking after me in that sense and looking for that hoodie when he could have just gone, no sorry, we haven't got any. But he found it in my size, said last one in XL, there you go Scott, sorted. So really pleased about that, and I've got season pass discount too. So I think we're now going to go and do another ride on Icon. Really enjoying Icon at the minute. It's a lot better than the last couple of weeks. Also big one was really good today. Cold, but good. So yeah, it's really good today, really enjoying it. Probably the best day here so far this season. And yeah, we'll do Icon and we'll see you soon. So I think we can wrap it up there. We've got a good ride count, we've had a good day. So thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.
There's some thumbs down here somewhere, there they are.